Hey guys, this is galacticmarine501's here, and today I'm going to be getting into a series that came out this Monday. So 2 days late, but hey. Yeah, the Marvel superheroes. I haven't picked up any of the DC ones because, to be quite frank, they did Batman already. Okay with that, Batman, okay. Already have, I still have my Batmobile assembled. I modified it for a little while, but I put it back as the Batmobile when I found out that Batman was coming back. I still have all the other sets still assembled that they had. I have the tumbler. I have all this stuff. I'm just like, they're not worth it. There's only one I may pick up. I've never liked Superman. Wonder Woman never really did it for me either. Honestly, I would have preferred Green Lantern and Hawkgirl. Or Hawkman and Hawkgirl, honestly, if you had to do a pairing there. Jean's the Martian Manhunter would have been better too. I like Martian Manhunter so much better than Superman. Actually, Superman even at one point admits Martian Manhunter is better. DC Universe, to sum it up, other than that Green Lantern Hero Factory size set that I may end up with at some point, if I find it on sale. Summing it up, DC superheroes not really doing it for me. Marvel, on the other hand, these are beautiful sets, characters we've never seen before, and awesome sets. Now, you know, out there, it's a lot of this could go back to bias, and I gotta tell you guys, I am not biased toward the Avengers at all. I didn't even know about the Avengers until I found these sets. Yeah, let's just get rid of this. Yeah, not my best thought out gag ever. Wearing a pin that blatantly says in a competition between Avengers and the X-Men, I stand with the Avengers on a video saying, trying to be unbiased. Yeah, I'm gonna stop with this gag. I'm a huge Avengers fan. It's true. Quote me on it. And I like the Avengers because it takes superheroes that were already popular as it is. Iron Man, Captain America, Thor, Hulk, Thor being a god, to even add more to it, and puts them with superheroes who they came up for the comic and are still awesome. Ant-Man, Wasp. I don't know if they had their own comics previous. I don't know that much about the original Avengers. I'm I've I've never seen Iron Man 2. I've never seen I just saw Captain America. Never seen Thor. And I'm watching The Incredible Hulk at lunch with my friend Nick, who's a much bigger comic book guy than me. And oh yeah, by the way, check this out. This is the official movie picture thing that's been going around quite a while. This is the official movie picture thing in Lego. Pretty darn close. Actually, no, yeah. That's about as accurate as it gets. Their ordering is a little off. I mean, Captain America should be a little further over to the side, and Iron Man should be in between him and Hulk. Yeah, they still did a pretty good job, considering these are Legos. And they cheated. It's obvious that they cheated. Nothing short of third-party arms and legs. I don't even know if such arms and legs exist. Are going to get you those poses. They're going off of the video game Lego mechanics, where figures can do this. You know, like Mega Bloks minifigures. I'm not trying to be a jerk. I like Lego better in terms of their build, like their bricks. I'm just saying Mega Bloks' micro figures are much better than the Lego minifigures. But yeah, and the theme of these, that they come with a comic. You can see a more complete Avengers team on the front of this one. Sadly, Black Widow, gonna have to work harder to get her. I like Black Widow. Actually, my friend Alex, aka Kill Death Murderface, has Black Widow as her single favorite female Marvel hero ever. Partially because she's a natural redhead too, so whatever. Hawkeye there, looking pretty awesome as Hawkeye should. He gave him a traditional Lego bow, sadly. Not doing it for me. I may end up modding my other Hawkeye bow so it doesn't always have an arrow in it. Lego bows. Thor looking all, yeah, hi. Captain America looking a little epic. Hulk just like, I want to kill something. And then Iron Man up there like, I'm God! Yes. I don't know why that's what that pose screams to me. And then here's Loki. Yeah. Okay. That's these guys. That's the cover. The back cover has all of the minifigures from the first wave of sets. Yes, Deadpool. I am thrilled. If Deadpool did not come in that set, I wouldn't be buying it. I would have skipped it because this is the Wolverine we get. No mask. That's a problem. Way to not. And he's got Joker's hair. They didn't even give him a unique hair mold. Regardless, it does look pretty similar, but still. Killing it there. Magneto's helmet is unique. Deadpool. You know, he's Deadpool. Iron Fist. I don't even know if that's Doc Ock. I'm not a huge Spider-Man fan, and he doesn't look like Doc Ock. The Doc Ock that I know, anyway. Maybe this Doc Ock is the one from the new movie that's coming out. Maybe that's why that set wasn't released yet. I don't know. Whatevs. Anyway. What do you get in this comic book? You get some comic. It's not the easiest to follow comic ever. It really is just sort of shots showing you what the Legos can do. Just some action sequences of the sets themselves. Again, not really liking that as much. But yeah, it does give you all your little site info, your little set info in there. Pretty nice. It's a nice little pamphlet. It's a better bonus than just including a page or two at the end of an instruction manual. Oh yeah, we have the story of this set, which seems to kind of be, yeah. Yeah, a lot of little comic book stuff in there. Nice. Okay. This is comic book number 2, being the second smallest set in the range. There was one, the Captain America on his bike with an enemy speeder. I don't know what the enemies are called at this point. They're part of Loki's army. He says, I have an army. We have a Hulk. It's true. Yeah, this set, honestly, this and the Quinjet were the two that did it for me. Quinjet a little more, but I'm going to go back and get that one when they have the free mini Hulk promotion, where you get a Hulk that's, I'm going to say it's Lou Ferrigno Hulk, just because that would be awesome if that's how they market it. Just for the simple reason that it's a lot more human-scaled. I mean, Lou Ferrigno, he's the Hulk. He's so much so the Hulk, they brought him back to voice the second incarnation of the Hulk. And, yeah, even I know who Lou Ferrigno is. Yeah. And he even made a cameo as a security guard in the movie. That was cool. I'm watching it now, so I'm not one to say, like, I know the movie. I'm watching it, as I said, with my friend Nick at lunches at school. So yeah. Anyway, enough dilly-dallying. First off, let's check out the box a little more than we did. Again, we have some comic book style back. That's nice. As I think I showed everything interesting on here. Actual size Iron Man there. The only guy that seems to have gotten a little butchering is Iron Man. And that's really in the head. His head is bigger than it should be. Oh, and by the way, yeah, I know, I kind of ditched out on Bumblebee. I said I was going to do him last night. I was just like, okay, I didn't realize how late it was. Yeah, I gotta go. I have a quite strict bedtime of 10 o'clock. I never go to bed at 10 o'clock. Yeah, I can't sleep. I don't know why. But my mom basically makes me at least lay down. Now, I'm trying to read this inside of the helmet. Hang on. Iron Man has something inside his helmet. I don't know if it's just branding or if it's actually something. I'm actually going to get an external light in here. Where's my black light? My Blackbird light. Ow, I just blinded myself. That is just... He might have some detail on the inside of his helmet. I'm not going to say he does. He might. I can't tell if that is or isn't. But yeah, Iron Man is a terrific minifigure. He has the flip-up face gimmick, which they use way too much in the little comic book to show it off. Not even the way he does it in the movie. I have the Iron Man helmet. I could have worn it for this, but I didn't want to take it down. It's on a shelf. This, you know where you see the mouth on the lower half of the helmet? Yeah, above the mouth, it shifts up over his face. If they had put a slider track on here, which would have made the helmet look less accurate to the movie anyway, and then made it able to do this, that would have been more accurate. And I know you can't see what that is. I'm going to cover up the face now so you can see what the helmet is doing. That would have been more accurate. No, it wouldn't have actually because it moved out of the position I had it in. That would have been a little more accurate there. To have it slide up over the face. But I understand size constraints. None of the figures could do it either. The only Iron Man you had that could move its helmet or remove its helmet. Actually, that's not true. Never mind. I didn't get any of the larger second movie figures. I got a lot of the small second movie figures. But that's just because I was interested in... I like Iron Man. He's awesome. I was reading a lot of the comics at the time. And now I'm playing with my Angry Bird light. I am going ADD now. Gotta put this off to the side again. Oh, man. The way I put that off to the side, apparently you landed on his horn. Does it still work? He's good. That was cool, though. Because it landed on the horn, so it made a sparky look thing. Okay. But anyway, yeah, he has blue studs in his hand to look like his repulsors. Blue barrels on his feet to look like he's flying. You can do some stuff with him. Even if you just put him down, he still is going to be a little higher than everybody else. You can take these off, obviously, just to have him there. I honestly think that this guy does sort of the Master from Doctor Who, in a way, with the energy balls in his hands. Actually, you know what? I keep thinking he sort of did this thing where he went like this, built up an energy ball, then threw it. I'm realizing I'm mixing my characters. It was more of just this, and he shot a lightning bolt out of his hands. By the way, I used to not like the Master, from what I had seen of David Tennant's years as Doctor Who. I used to think that it was just a prick, really. Because I had only seen his before he came back parts. He didn't seem like that interesting of a character at that point. His ending sacrifice really invested me in the character almost. Like it really did. So anyway, yeah. The Master is pretty darn awesome, I have to say. Oh yeah, and by the way, I'm growing out the scruff a little. It's for Friday. I'm doing the Master at school because we have Superhero Day. Actually, I may end up wearing my Iron Man thing, my Iron Man toy costume. I might go pick up the new repulsor, so I have 2 repulsors. Because I think they do the same gimmicks, they just look slightly different, which is enough to warrant another one. Because, I mean, he did have different, like exterior weapons. Still got the missiles on the bottom of the hand, but they're different. They look different. It's fine. I'll pick it up. And I'm getting tired of having this weird thing that's made to be an accessory for the first Iron Man mask. The first movie. Hang on, I'm looking for Kleenex. Here we go. Sorry. One sec. There we go. I just realized I've only gone through one minifigure and talked about this thing 16 minutes. Jesus Christ. Okay, let's really delve into this. Let's get in. Let's save him for last because he's my favorite. Let's do Loki next. Yeah, he's Loki. He is. Now, I promised the first time I did an Avengers Loki that I would give a shout out. Mr. Posable. One of my friends who has a YouTube. Look him up. He did an epic video, like an epic video of his cat. It's hilarious. It's in my favorites on my Wolfexia channel, my vlog channel. If you want to check him out, he's pretty awesome. He really is. And so anyway, yeah, this Loki, being the Loki's cosmic cube escape, he's got the cosmic cube here in his hand, and he's got his staff and his helmet. His helmet is custom molded. It's a new piece. It's soft rubber for U.S. safety designs. Cosmic cube, obviously, is just a plastic piece. Let's look at the staff. Now, the staff is combining the staff from Pharaoh's Quest and a sai from Ninjago. But they do come together to look pretty darn nice. And they don't look like either weapon that much. They don't look too much like just a sai stuck in a staff. Stuck in an Egyptian staff. It looks okay. It looks close enough to Loki's staff that I don't have to fault it. Now, okay. That's all fine and dandy, Loki. Let's get to the meat and bones of this set. Loki's going to sit here because he's actually required for another part of it. Iron Man's off to the side because he's done. I caught that. Started rolling on me. Okay. First off, I'm going to make a confession. I made a mod. If you look, that's what they say to do with the tires. I used the other side. I like the other side a lot better. I don't know. It's just my preference. Honestly, they seem to lock in better on the other side. And, I mean, if I had a sports car, sure, I'd use the other side. I like these rims a lot better for military, or shield, which is also still military, technically, vehicles. Because they give it a much less, spoked and armored look, which I think a truck used by the Avengers should have. And, oh yeah, by the way, same 4-peg top pull-off feature as normal. By the way, the doors do open. However, it would be very difficult to get Hawkeye in through those doors, so they give you the opening top, which is standard. His bow is a new mold. It is a compound bow. It's I think a recurve compound. I don't know. It's got the wheels on it, the compound bow wheels, which is cool. And he does have one gloved hand and one not gloved hand, which is sort of adding to his archer thing. He looks cool, I gotta say. I've always liked Hawkeye. I was a fan of Iron Man Armored Adventures. Particularly the second season was better, I think. Because they weren't always like, Makalon rings! all the time. It was more villain of the week almost. Let's get as many of the characters in as we can instead of just 5 villains and the Makalon ring plot. Even though that plot was still going, we got flashes of it every now and again. We had Doctor Doom for an episode. That was it was a good series. I liked it. We had the whole Titanium Man development plot, and it was nice. They balanced enough of a continuous plot with a single, with random plot episodes. So it wasn't like this is all they're doing. Iron Man was a superhero. I mean, he had this underlying, more serious plot, but every now and again he had to fight somebody else. But yeah. So anyway, Hawkeye's now in his mode of transport. His truck. Sorry, I'm a derp today, I guess. He also has another face. Now, with Iron Man, it's a change of expression. With him, it is also. He also loses his glasses. Guess that's okay. I like him better with his glasses on, so I'm going to keep it with this face. He, by the way, has Draco Malfoy's hair, just in a different color. Just saying. Or new Draco Malfoy's hair, not old Draco Malfoy's hair, who had the generic man hair, but in a light blonde. By the way, I'm not going to ever pick up another Harry Potter set. I liked the first few movies, then it died. Yeah, Hogwarts was freaking expensive. I had the first Hogwarts. I had the first and a half Hogwarts. But yeah, Loki apparently hypnotizes Hawkeye and rides on the back of the car, only to be blasted out by Iron Man. I guess that's what's going on here. It's got this gimmick back here. Honestly, not knowing what this is going to appear in the movie, I see mod coming on. If this appears the way it is now, I'll take the mod off. But, okay, here, look. You have a pedestal there. You have these pieces. These could be used. I may not use them. I'm going to put a turret on this. The reason being, I want a vehicle that both Black Widow and Hawkeye can drive together. And I sort of see a giant turret as being sort of a good place for Black Widow to be, and Hawkeye to be driving a truck. So sort of like a Warthog, but for the Avengers. And, you know, I mean, Black Widow, when I think Black Widow, I think tomboyish. When I originally read her comic, I pictured her with a Russian accent, honestly. Then again, didn't she come from Russia? Like, I don't know. Anyway. Okay, so yeah. That's enough of this. Let me see. I don't know what I did with Bumblebee. Oh, here he is. Next is going to be this guy, who was supposed to be this time. Ugh. Sorry.